what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, obviously by the title, like always, is going to be a products that I have purchased that I regret buying. This is going to be high-end. If you guys want to, let me know and I'll definitely do a drugstore version of this video. But obviously, since I'm a makeup junkie, I spend quite a bit of money on makeup. I always like to see other videos like this so I know what to avoid if they have my type of skin, or if I kind of like the same products other people mention that I know I love. I usually can trust them if they do a video like this. I thought this video would be extremely helpful to people that want to spend money on high-end products but aren't sure if it's going to work for them. So if you're interested in seeing this video, then please keep watching. So the first thing I want to talk about is a foundation. This is the MAC Face and Body Foundation, and this is a super liquidy, very light coverage foundation. It has a dropper like this, and this foundation is good for somebody that wants a very nice, light, very noticeable that you're not wearing foundation kind of foundation. It looks like that, and a long time ago when I first did this, I did a video on it, and I really enjoyed it in that video, but I've honestly never worn it since. And that's because I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. Whenever I wear makeup, I really want it to be noticeable, or I don't want to wear it at all. And I feel like foundations like this just honestly have never worked for me. If these foundations work for you, let me know what you do differently versus something I might do, because I just felt like it didn't do anything for me. And this color was way off. This is in C1. I just found this to be so yellow on my skin tone. I carry more pink undertones. So the fact that this looked really yellow on me kind of bothered me, and I know it goes C1, C2, C3, C4 and up, and I'm not really familiar with the MAC shade range, so if there's like one that is more pink, let me know and maybe I'll check it out. But honestly, this just didn't do anything for me. Another foundation that I want to talk about is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. So this NARS foundation claims to go on very weightless and air type, and it claims to give a full coverage foundation look. As you can see as I'm rubbing it in versus the MAC one, this is giving a full coverage. Now, the reason why I didn't enjoy this NARS one is because I found that it clinged to my dry patches like a mofo. As most of you know, if you watch my channel, my T-zone is extremely oily and the rest of my face is extremely dry. So around my mouth and around my nose and kind of down here, this would just cling to it and emphasize it, and it just looked awful. Another thing I do not like about this foundation is, once again, it carries more yellow tones and I am more pink. So whenever I take flash photography with this, or even if I just have this on, it looks extremely yellow on me and I just think it's disgusting. So I'm sure if you're oily skin, you would enjoy this, but if you're combo to dry, I would definitely stay away from this. I know a lot of people raved about this when it first came out, and I actually really enjoyed it when it first came out, but then as the more I wore it and the more I noticed what it was doing to my dry patches, I just could not handle it anymore. So this is the NARS All Day Weightless Luminous Foundation. Actually, the only two foundations that I don't like or that I don't enjoy. Usually when I buy a foundation, I do a lot of research, because foundations are the biggest investment in makeup in my opinion. They're super expensive. And yeah, so those are the only two foundations I don't really enjoy. But I'm going to stick with the face, and this is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the #1. I raved about this for the longest time, and you guys, I really do like this. The only thing about this is if you're using flash photography, it is going to make you look like a freaking ghost. It is going to give you the worst flashback. You're going to look so lit up where you put it, and I hated that about this. And another reason why I don't really use this or like this anymore is because I'm obsessed with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. The translucent setting powder actually doesn't have any of like the shimmery flakes or anything to it, so it's not going to give you flashback, which is a big deal for me because I take a lot of flash pictures. I just like the way they look better in my opinion. But I don't know if you guys can see that. I put it right there, and it's very just, it's very sparkly and very shiny, and I did not like that about that. See, you can tell right there, I have my like studio lights on it, and you can see that it would give you flashback. If you just use a tiny bit of this, I think it'd be okay, but for me personally, I would rather just use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And plus, this is absolutely teeny tiny. I think it's around 30 bucks. So for an extra $7, you can get like 3 times the amount of product and something that will last you way longer and look way better. So once again, this is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Next is this Too Faced product. I did a review, like demo thing when it first came out, and honestly, I think it was a first impression actually. And I hate doing first impression videos because I feel like at the time I film them, I really like them, and then as time goes on, I don't use them, I don't like them, and yeah, I'll leave that video down below if you're interested, but I said I loved it and I hate it. I haven't used it since that video just because I think it's a total fluke gimmick product. This is the Too Faced Selfie powders. This is what they look like. You get 3 shades, a more banana, a bronze, and a lavender. These are supposedly supposed to filter your face and make you look Instagram selfie ready. Really, really cool idea. This yellow powder actually does provide a lot of brightening, and at first it looks good, but throughout the day and throughout time, this yellow powder just broke up like crazy underneath my eye, and it just looked yellow. I mean, I like a yellow powder, but this just looked like straight yellow I put underneath my eyes, and it just looked awful throughout the day. This bronze powder was okay. The only thing about this bronze is it's a little bit too orange for me. And then this purple powder, same thing as the yellow powder throughout the day. It just looked way too purple on me, and I couldn't do it, you guys. So this is what all 3 of them look like. I mean, it's a really cute idea, and I bought into like the cuteness of it. The packaging is really, really cute. Too Faced has amazing products. This just, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a really fluke product, and I just would not recommend it, and I wish I wouldn't have spent like the $40 on it. Sticking with another palette type product, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. When this first came out, this was like the first of the first contour palettes, and obviously since the hype was real around this, I had to have this. And this is the one that you could buy originally, like it's called the light one now, but it was the first one they came out with. I remember this being sold out everywhere. I could not find it anywhere for the longest time, and it drove me batty. But pretty much you get 3 highlighting shades and 3 contour shades. As you can see, this middle one is honestly the only one that I would use for a contour. These other 2 are either too orange or too dark and not enough gray to contour. And then these powders down here, my yellow one is this one. It has the biggest dent. And then the pink one, and then this shimmering one. The yellow one honestly just didn't look good on me because I am paler. If you have like more of a tan skin, it'd be good, or if you mix this with something else. This is just honestly way too yellow, and it looks much too chalky and stark. The other thing about these like powders is, like I just said, they are very chalky, and these contour bronzing powders, they just don't blend the way that you would want them to blend. They just, I don't know, you guys, they don't blend that well. These are the 2 of them right here, and then that's the yellow one in the middle. They're just super chalky. They don't blend good, and honestly, I feel like they did more harm than good. I would honestly not recommend this. If you have this, I'm sure you don't like it either. I know a lot of people have been saying it's not worth it, but it was the first of its kind, so we gotta give Anastasia credit, and I totally agree. But the Kat Von D one is just on a so much different level than this one. It's so much better. The only thing is that I like about this is the fact that you can pop these out, and like you can customize your own, which is bomb. But other than that, I do not recommend this. Palette-esque products I have to show you. This is the Benefit Brow Zings in medium. So this was actually one of the first brow products I'd ever bought. As you can tell, this is on pan, and this is nowhere near pan. I don't like to say I don't like this. I just think there are so many better brow products. For the price, it's not worth it. The wax is not good. I feel like it pulls out my hairs, and the coloring of this powder, I feel like it doesn't fill in. I feel like it just lays on top and doesn't really like fill in my brows and stay, and the lasting power on this just isn't what it could be. I feel like the Anastasia Brow Duo is on a way better level than this. I just honestly do not recommend this for the price, and the two little brushes you get are teeny tiny. They're pointless, so I definitely would not recommend the Benefit Brow Zings. I think for the money, you're better off spending it on Anastasia. MAC Black Track Liquid Liner. It's obviously just a black liquid liner, but seriously, for $16, I feel like the Maybelline Color Sensational one is way better than that, way cheaper. It's about half the price, and when I use this to create a wing and put on, I just felt like it was tugging and it was like lagging. When I tried to flick it out, this just didn't give me that sharp, crisp wing. It kind of just like lagged and went up and made it look really like chalky and very just disgusting. So if you want to spend $20 on a liquid eyeliner, I would not pick up the MAC one. It's just, oh my god, it's awful. And then this is the MAC, this is the MAC TechnaKohl liner in Snowed In. A while ago I told you guys I like to use this with other eyeliners, which I do. I like to use this with other liners paired. I feel like alone, this just absolutely does nothing. I'm swatching it right now and legit, like barely anything's coming off. And it just looks like that. It looks like that, and honestly, when you put it on your inner waterline, it does not show up. It looks bad. It looks very just see-through. It's really weird, but on the hand it looks really pretty. So another thing I hate about this is the packaging. Whenever I get packaging that's like this in a little like twist up thing, I always end up snapping the product, which seriously gives me the worst anxiety of life. I hate that, but I don't know. The color's really nice. Like I said, I like to pair it with different things, and on the waterline, this honestly just doesn't work. Last two things for this video are lip products. First, I want to talk about this Makeup Professional Aqua Rouge liquid lipstick-esque thing. Pretty much your color is on this side, and then your setting powder is on this side, or like your setting gel type-ish thing. Now, when I first heard about these, I really liked them. But honestly, as I wore this throughout the day, it got really chunky on the inside, and you couldn't apply more of this without having to completely remove what you had previously done, which I hated, because when I'm wearing this for the longevity of it. And I feel like with other liquid lipsticks where you don't have like a gel to set it with, you can layer them at least 2 to 3 times and be fine. And that's what I was looking for or hoping, and this just didn't do it. But the colors of these are really pretty. Like, that's gorgeous. But that reminds me of a lot of like a Lolita, so I just don't recommend those. The last product that I want to talk about is this LimeCrime lipstick. This has nothing to do with the LimeCrime scandal that happened. I just honestly don't like their lipsticks. This is in color Babette. I have Coquette, and I also have Cosmo Pop. Coquette is a like lighter nude. This is a pinkier nude. Cosmo Pop is legitly orange. These, they smell good, but when you put them on your lips, like, it looks pretty swatched, but seriously, when you put them on your lips, they look disgusting. They patch up and they don't apply smoothly. The lasting power on these is absolutely terrible. And if you pair a gloss with these, they just look disgusting. I just honestly don't like these LimeCrime lipsticks. I think for the price, you could get like a MAC lipstick and be way better off. I also heard that the LimeCrime lipsticks don't fit FDA standards, which is really freaking creepy and kind of disgusting. So I'm probably gonna be throwing out my LimeCrime lipsticks. I honestly never wear them, but the packaging is just so cute. But I don't know, these lipsticks suck, and I definitely wouldn't purchase another. So this is it for the products I wouldn't recommend to you guys. This is all high-end. Like I said, if you want to see a drugstore version, just let me know. If any of these products do work for you, I'm curious as to your skin type and how you use them. I'm always open to consideration because I hate spending money on high-end products that don't work for me. So like I said, if you guys love any of these, let me know what you do and I'll definitely try it out. So yeah, that's everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new, new, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me comments down below, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys. Bye.